What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Today we have so much news to cover. Let's just jump straight into the video. So, we got some Toyota teams that are in trouble. The only Toyota team that is not in trouble for this is Daniel Suarez. So, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, and Martin Truex Jr., all the JGR aligned teams have gotten in some trouble. They all had a 15-minute hold on practice earlier today. And the reason that these teams were in trouble is because they used Bondo to change the shape of the fender. They use too much Bondo for that matter. You can use, I believe, a certain amount of Bondo on the car, but they were using way too much Bondo. And what was going on was these teams were getting a huge advantage. They were getting such a big advantage that they were going to be much quicker than other teams, and they were shaping the change on their fenders as well. So yeah, Toyota got in a lot of trouble for it. Well, they're not going to probably get any further penalties. I'm not expecting them to be getting like fines or like points penalties, like a couple teams we'll be talking about later. But yeah, Toyota once again in trouble. The organizations in those teams are going to get are not going to get in trouble, are in trouble because of that. People are probably going to say them dang cheating Toyotas, but yeah, Toyota have been pulling their strings again. Jesus Christ. Now to the next story. Kyle Busch, last night, won the Super Late Model race at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. He and Derek Thorne battled out very hard. With about 40 laps to go, Kyle Busch took the lead from Derek Thorne. Then Derek Thorne got the lead back, and on lap 65, he took the lead back and never looked back. And Kyle Busch won the Bull Ring Late Model race and held off a couple drivers to score his first late model win of the year. Now to the next story. Sam Mayer won the Star Nursery 150 at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. He led 138 of the 150 laps in pretty pure dominating fashion, and he scored his second win of the season. I don't know if I've really talked a lot about Sam Mayer on this channel in the past, but I think Sam Mayer is a very talented driver, one of the future and upcoming bright stars. He's a driver in the Hendrick Development Program, well, the Junior Motorsports Development Program, the whole program that Chevy's got going on right now. But yeah, Sam Mayer is a very talented driver. I think he has a bright future, not just when he goes up to the Truck Series or the Xfinity Series full-time, but when he gets to the Cup Series. I think there's a lot of potential with him. He's the number one prospect, one of the number one prospects currently in the lower series, and he's a driver I'm going to be keeping my eye on, and you guys should be keeping your eyes on for the near future. Earlier this morning, 4 NASCAR Gander RV Outdoors Truck Series teams were handed L1 penalties at Las Vegas. These 4 teams were 3 of the ThorSport teams, these 3 being Grant Enfinger, Tyler Ankrum, Johnny Sauter, and in GMS's Tyler Ankrum. All 4 drivers were handed 10 points, 10 driver point penalties, and 10 owner points penalties. So they lost 10 points in the Owners' Championship and 10 points in the Drivers' Championship. So Grant Enfinger is no longer the points leader. Austin Hill is now your points leader. Grant, I believe, goes from 1st to 2nd in the NASCAR Truck Series. 1st to 2nd or 1st to 4th in the Truck Series standings. I can't remember exactly where he goes. But yeah, this is a pretty big deal. I don't remember the fines. I think it was like $20,000 for each organization or something like that. But yeah, it was weird that 3, and what's interesting, I know that this is weird, but all 4 of these teams had trouble last year with their engines. I'm guessing it has something to do with their engines because of the cooling problems they had last year. So they're thinking that they maybe try some experimentation so they don't have engine troubles, but they got in trouble because of it. Now to the next story, and there is a lot of sponsorship news to cover in this segment. Blue Death will be on board with Clint Bowyer at Las Vegas. Again, like the scheme quite a bit, to be honest with you. Why Snickers to sponsor Kyle Busch at Las Vegas this weekend? Kyle Busch has a lot of white on his car. We saw it the late model. That late model looked pretty plain, but yeah, there's some pretty cool sponsors on that car. But White Stickers is going to be the sponsor for Kyle Busch at Las Vegas. I give a thumbs up to that. The car looks really good, and Kyle Busch, good stuff, man. Good luck to you this weekend. I know you guys have been in some trouble, and you guys have been kind of off on your speed because of this, but hey, Kyle Busch is probably going to be one of the favorites to win the race this weekend. Production Alliance Group will be sponsoring Cole Custer at Las Vegas, another sponsorship deal. This car looks really good. Production Alliance Group sponsoring Cole Custer. Main reason because he won the Production Alliance Group 300 last year when we went to Auto Club last year in Xfinity Series race. Cole Custer has a lot of success at this racetrack. He had a really good shot to win the race at Vegas last time he were here in 2019. In 2019, I believe, in the fall, but he did not at the end of the day score the win. Barry's Bullets will be sponsoring John Hunter Nemechek at Las Vegas as well. Pretty cool. More sponsorship news. Barry Bullet, it looks pretty cool. Good on them. Now to a new sponsor. GoTel is joining Brennan Poole for 3 races this upcoming season. Both Las Vegas races and the championship race at Phoenix. So 3 races. Good to hear that. More sponsorship in NASCAR. Great stuff. Anytime we get any sponsorship in NASCAR, whether it's good, if it's good sponsorship and good news on sponsorship, them extending or sponsors coming in for a couple races, helps the sport, knows that people are interested in. Good to hear that this sponsor is coming into the sport. Another sponsorship news. Victory Weekend will be partnering with Quinn Houff at Las Vegas in next week's race at Fontana. Car looks good. Now to the next story. Anderson's Maple Syrup will be sponsoring Anthony Alfredo for all of his 17 races that he'll be running. So he's got full sponsorship with Anderson's Maple Syrup. He will be debuting at not this weekend's race in Vegas, which will probably be Sunday, but the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Auto Club, which we go there next week. So pretty cool. Anthony Alfredo's got full sponsorship from Anderson's. Good stuff there. Next thing is that Kyle Busch, and we finally have confirmation on the 5 races that Kyle Busch will be running this upcoming season. He will drive the number 54 car. So the 5 races will be Phoenix, Charlotte, Chicagoland, New Hampshire, and Watkins Glen. 2 of the first races, which is Phoenix and Charlotte, he'll be sponsored with Twix, which is like cookies and cream, I think is the sponsorship in the name, if I'm not mistaken. Chicago and New Hampshire will be sponsored with Starburst. And the final race, which is Watkins Glen, he will be sponsored by Combos. The crew chief will be Jacob Cantor. So Jacob Cantor will be the crew chief for this car. Jacob Cantor was like JGR's testing engineer guy or something like that. I can't remember what he exactly was. But Jacob Cantor will be the crew chief for Kyle Busch. This is number 54 car. This will probably be the same car that Denny Hamlin, number that Denny Hamlin will probably run at Darlington later this year. iRacing will be sponsoring Ty Majeski for 4 races and Ross Chastain at Pocono. They will sponsor Ty Majeski at Las Vegas, which is tonight, Richmond, Martinsville in the fall, and Phoenix, the championship race at Phoenix International Raceway. Not surprised to see Ty Majeski sponsored by iRacing. I mean, he's one of the best iRacers, not best oval racers ever in iRacing history. I looked up his stats. He has like 2,300 starts. The dude has like 1,800 wins. I'm like, oh my god. This dude is one of the best iRacers ever, and he's a fantastic, Josh is a fantastic iRacer, but one of the best drivers in the field, and an underdog in my opinion, an underdog for tonight's truck race as well. I think that Nice Motorsports is a good shot to maybe win a championship this year with Ty Majeski, because I think Ty Majeski is very capable, and I think he's able to wheel a car very, very well. Now to the next story, and some news in the truck series for Brennan Poole. Brennan Poole will be teaming up with RED. I can't remember the name. It's like Employee Driven or something like that for 8 races this season in 2020. The races will be Las Vegas, Atlanta, Homestead, Texas, Kansas, Chicago, and Pocono, and Kentucky. I'm surprised Brennan Poole is running this many truck series races for On Points Motorsports. I only thought that he was going to run a Daytona truck race maybe to get experience. I guess because he needs more experience for the Cup Series. It's shocking he's going to run with them as much as he is, but hey, cool to see that Brennan Poole is running more races. He needs more experience because it's been a little bit since he's been in a car. Yeah, he did run a couple truck races last year for them, but he's running his first full Cup Series season. More experience, the better for him. And now, finally, Natalie Decker was partnered with Remarkable Pillow throughout the 2020 Truck Series season. I don't know. It's just cool that Natalie Decker's got something. Let's be honest. Anyway, that is it for all the NASCAR news that I needed to catch up on. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that. And comment below your opinions on this video. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.